You know, one of the best parts about being a parent are those times when you're able to reap certain rewards without doing much of the work. Like, for instance, Halloween. I mean, look at the size of this bag of candy. And this is only one of them. Seriously? This is so good. And I didn't even have to do anything for it. Remind me to thank my daughter. Seriously, cute equals candy. Which is why I always send her to the house first. This week it was announced that China would give up their 35-year policy of limiting families to one child. The announcement came amid several concerns about the realities China will face regarding their population and economy somewhere in the 2020s. For those of you unfamiliar with the policy as it used to exist in China, here's a couple of key points. In 1978, as a result of fears concerning resources, overpopulation, and overcrowding, the Communist Party of China decided to limit each household to one child, making exceptions for minority groups, and allowing some families to have a second child if the first child was a girl. Officially enacted in 1980, this piece of legislation was designed to fix social and environmental problems that existed in China as a result of their high-density population. In a Pew Research study from 2008, they found that 76% of the Chinese population actually agreed with the legislation as a valid means to curb the birth rate. But things are changing in China. The realities of these decisions are starting to bear fruit. In a recent article online published by The Guardian, one reporter pointed out just a few of the challenges that this legislation created. For example, men now significantly outnumber women, which creates several challenges for men to find a woman to marry. This has resulted in an incredible impact on China's economy and their housing market as a result of the fact that men have to pay rather large dowries in order to find a wife. Some have even taken advantage of the situation in elaborate marriage schemes, women offering themselves up to men, marrying them for their dowry, and then after the wedding, immediately leaving them. In addition, China has also been raising up a generation of only children. This has led to some carrying around selfish attitudes, and to others dealing with social and familial pressures of being the sole focus of their parents. And so, China has decided to add one more child to the family allowance. And to that I say, good. But nowhere near enough. Aside from the numerous horror stories out there about forced abortions and infanticide as a result of the policy, deciding the limits of a family's love and prohibiting the God-given right and privilege of families to have children is a violation of the will of God. Aside from God's command to be fruitful and multiply, the Bible affirms that children are a heritage from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward. I have 2 children myself, and I can't imagine a life without them. Will I ever have more? Maybe. Although some days, I wonder. But I am blessed with the opportunity to do so in a country that allows me that freedom. For any government or nation to stand in the way of that freedom is a direct assault on God's blessing of creation. Are there social and environmental issues that need to be addressed? Absolutely there are. But China, that is not the way to do so. So while China's policy is a step in the right direction, I will not applaud China for throwing breadcrumbs at a starving man. What are your thoughts on China's policy change? Do you think it's enough? How does this policy affect the way that people understand children and families? Let us know in the comments down below, or on our Facebook or Twitter pages using the hashtag ForthrightTV. I'm Anthony Creedon, and I'm just trying to be forthright. Yeah. All kinds of good stuff in here. Oh, there it is. Anyone else want to get fat with me? No? Alright. Looks like I'm going solo.